Liberians, as we all have entered this year 2023, we have to stand strong in building our country's economy. In doing this, we need to focus on agriculture by going back to the soil, which will help us grow our food, that will help us sustain ourselves. It is often said, and I quote, "There's only one thing that can bring our country down and also has the potential of giving our country its bright color. Our dependence on foreign countries for food and energy have led us to be spectators of our country's economy, knowing that agriculture is the backbone of our country's economy." Fellow citizens, I argue you all join the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union every Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Africa 24 Online TV with their host, Ma Abba A. Anderson, the CEO and founder of Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. For our live educative section under the topic, "Let's educate our farmers."
Okay, good evening to you all watching me from across the world. I'd like to say a massive welcome to the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union live broadcast tonight. We are very sorry due to the time factor, but however, we are glad to be here tonight, and we will be also in Bon County tomorrow, 8 a.m. Yeah, we will be live in Bon County on Radio Banga. So we will be on the Radio Banga and also on the Facebook broadcast, as well as on the Africa 24 Online TV. So those of you watching me across the world, I'd like to say a massive welcome to you. This is the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, and this is how I like to welcome you on board of this unique broadcast.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, with Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact. Organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880-547-543 or 0776-570-925 or 0886-199-299 or 0777-567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387, and you join immediately. Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partnering for good. Tonight we will be talking mostly about what are some of the things that we hope to achieve after the election. As you all know, the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is a mother and brother that tends to cover all farming activities in Liberia. And right now, we are heading towards election. Within few months' time, we will be having one of the crucial timing of our history, selection of our leader in the Republic of Liberia. And because of that, our activities will cease a little bit in terms of having to have our boots on the ground engaging or doing farming activities. But however, we will also remain committed in making sure that the awareness program is far reach every corner of Liberia, as well as we will also be engaging with more farmers, knowing their plight, understanding what are some of the critical, needs for farming activities to be, boost in Liberia. So if you have just joined me for the first time, this is the platform that gave credence and enhanced farming activity in Liberia and Africa at large. And tonight, our focus will be in what we expect to happen. Yes, also, I like to say welcome to my dear brother there, Basket. We say welcome to you, watching me from I don't know where, but yeah, however, you are highly welcome. And thanks to all of our people around the world who have been supportive of this program. So we are now looking at starting our activities back home. And remember, Liberia is challenged when it comes to food. Liberia is so challenged that our income has been shrank in, all because we have limited interest in boosting food production in Liberia. And this program has finally come to a conclusion to knowing where our employment lies, why our economy has the deficit is into, why our nation is drowning in the hands of poverty, knowing the fact that agriculture is the backbone of every nation. Liberia and Liberians must now realize that one of the key areas of our strength has been in the field of agriculture. And that's what led us to becoming, like, Africa, one of Africa's best country to live in. Making food affordable was one of our key strengths back before the war. But since then, we have not yet gravitated to expanding our ability into food production. And this program is set to now encourage individual farming activities, including smallholder farmers and people that are, looking forward of getting more engaged into large farming activities. So we are now setting our goal, but as well as in order for us to achieve what we want, because this has to do with liberation. Liberia needs to be liberated, but the only way we can achieve that liberation is to be able to carry on that unique awareness, that the community will then understand the power of production and will also have the marketing done on their behalf. As it stands, Liberia does not have a general export factory or where to be able to export our food production. A lot of food are wasted. That means a lot of employment is been going down to the drain because those food that have been wasted in a particular area due to maybe rain or due to storage problem, those food and other things could be used as the employment and as an income that can be generated. Every food that wastes on the soil needs someone to have them. But because we have not placed in a system that will empower the food production as well as the storage facility, farming activity has been doomed to the lowest ever in our history. And it is of no surprise that we are unemployed. It is of no surprise that our marketing system is just roaming from one point to another. We heavily depend on, on importation rather than exportation. But we want to breathe a new air in Liberia. We want to say we have understood our mistakes. We have now understood that without agriculture, whatever other things that we involved into, we will still be where we are until we address and understand the nature and the significance of agriculture. So we are here again to remind ourselves that that's why you are not seeing us right now in large portion of farming. We are on the verge of doing that. We are on the verge of making sure that those smallholder farmers, yeah, will have a place that they can be able to sell out their crops. Those smallholder farmers will also be able not only to grow, but have the ability to a higher education that will enhance the farming production. That we will not just farm, but we will have quality of food production. We will not just have food, but we will have sufficient and affordable food. And this is why the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is here to say. And we are not going to do this in the absence of the Liberians. We want to reassure all of us that feel that yes, we have been farming for 10 years, 20 years, and 30 years. We have no source of income. Our children have no better education. Our life have not yet improved. So I'm fed up. I'm distracted to do other things. We want to reassure you that despite the fact that you have not had the place that you can trust and do your farming activity and expect to have a consistent income. We want to reassure you that after this election period, we are focused not only to make people get into farming, but we want to enhance your farming activities by giving you all necessary support. When it comes to education, we want to provide training. And for those of you listening to me worldwide, maybe you have a expertise, different soil testing or water seeding or whatever means in agriculture that you think you have the ability that people can learn from. Our platform are here. Our numbers are on the screen. You can call us on WhatsApp and just make those information known to us, because by then we can also be able, yeah, to put you on a list so you can help us in the terms of training our local farmers. We now want the farming activities to be as before, that every day we do the same thing and then expect to have different outcome. We want to engage the farming activity from a different perspective this time. We want to equip our farmer with the fullness of awareness, as well as to enhance the kind of way that they will do farming, so that the food that will be produced will be quality, not quantity. We want to have more, but we want to also bear in mind that the health of everyone is the primary goal of the food that they eat. You don't want to be eating a food that you know that will lead you to bad condition. So we want to create that network where we can entrust our farmers to do the right growth of food. And we can also be able to open up the market worldwide. That's why the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union have also registered in the UK. Because in the UK, we are not just only going to stock in UK, we also about to open another branch in the US as well. As we speak, there is talks going behind the scene to be able to also, send our local food outside of the UK and even into the America that we all know, because Liberians are more on that side. And not only that, it's only Liberians that eat Liberian food. I want us to know the thing where we have cassava leaf, we have so many countries that eat cassava leaf. We have the same potato leaf, almost, I don't know how many countries in Africa that eat potato leaf. The other countries also will eat plantain and other things. So these are not just products that we are looking at only the Liberians, but we are also looking at worldwide marketing. And that worldwide marketing will depend on how much we will encourage our farmers to understand the impact of the food production and how better the quality of food will come. Because as we come to the European standard and the American standard, we must know that the quality of food is paid for based on the quality. We don't want to put anybody at risk. That's why we are encouraging people to get into the field, but as well as we want to produce the right farmers through the educational process. So the awareness will continue to be. This month, we are happy to announce to the fans of the organic team all over that we are going to be in Lofa County. So if you are a daughter or son or friend or whatever you call yourself, of Lofa County, Republic of Liberia, we want to tell you that your county is the place this time around, the breadbasket of Liberia. So we are going to make our presence felt in Lofa County heavily. So call back home, inform all of your brothers and sisters back home, mothers and fathers, that the presence of the Abba Organic Farm is going to be felt heavily in in Lofa County. As we have concluded with Lower Bon, we are now heading towards Lofa. We will also be going to Botota in Bon County very soon. So if you too are following and you are from the Botota Bell and also into Banga area, the team will also be coming. But we must be able to get these people registered, because it is only with the number then we can know how much we can produce. And these farming activities have different timing that we are looking at when it comes to the training. So after election, we want to start circulating the information of training that will be taking place at a particular area. Also, we want Liberians, Ghanaians, Sierra Leone, every other agriculture group that has the ability to help us. We are looking for volunteers to come out in their numbers. Some you may have to go, some you may just talk to your people online. They will still help to understand, and those that are there will be able to also help to interpret what you are saying. But let us run our help, because we cannot sit down and fold our hands and complain and do nothing about it. The Abba Organic Farm has nothing to do with politics. We are not being fair politically. We are just a farming union that is working to enhance the farming activities in Liberia. So if you are here tonight and you are listening to this broadcast, we want you to kindly help us share the video, because the sharing of the video is also an awareness that you are carrying on our behalf. And you too are part of the change for a better Liberia. We are tired of going back home after working here. We want to go back home and have good quality of life. We don't want to go back home where we cannot find things that we want to eat at the time we want to eat. So that also goes to us in diaspora. We are all tired. If you are not tired, I think I am. So if you can send me info, send me info. But I want us to enhance the food activity. Because if we can have food affordable on the market, I think we can have income circulating too. Because the more somebody can be able to afford, the better and the safer our system, our society is going to be. We cannot stay where 80% of our revenue is running out of the country to bring forth food at the expense of the poor farmers who the efforts are just being thrown into a waste, all because we don't even have a storage facility. Liberia being the oldest republic, we are yet to have one particular location where we will say this is our food industry, where we can call a place where we can be able to transform the food into different brands. We are yet to find that. If you want something, you have to go to the big market, which will be Rela, Warasa, or Douala, or else you just find them in the community. We don't have nowhere where we will say this is where we are being able to have, where other countries or other nationals can come and buy or purchase our food in large quantity. We are yet to export. Only individuals going around trying to do their own little exports. But where you will say, yes, Liberia as a country, yeah, they have an exporting system where you can go and put your good, and you have the warehouse there where, international markets can come, or international partners can be able to walk in, like you will see in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, in other countries. It is yet to be born. But you know what? We are not giving up. Why? Because we believe it has to start from somewhere. And that somewhere has to be from us. Individually, all of us are watching us. We can contribute to it by just sharing the video. We can contribute to it by just creating the awareness. We can contribute to it by just making this happen. Our numbers are on the stream. We cannot continue to sit back and watch our economy dream. All of us cannot sit in the office, or all of us cannot be representatives before we can build Liberia. We can become independent business women and men, can boost the economy. And the soil is right there. It's prepared and it's waiting for us to do this. Thank you, Mr. Zeze. Thank you, Mr. Zeze, for your comment. And I also want to say thank you for Foma. Thank you, Foma. I appreciate. And also thank you for watching me from Berlin. I say thank you so much. GTS, I say thank you so much. Yeah. So we cannot always live in dreams. We must make our dream a reality. And we do not have to wait to have it all. Our accounts does not have to be filled. But let us just have the mindset and let us work towards it. I'm here to encourage and inspire all of us in the diaspora. Yeah. And maybe you have not yet found your rightful location. Maybe you have been here, you try to do something back home, yeah, it didn't work. You try to find yourself a place that you can rely on, and you have not found it yet. We want to encourage you. Maybe there's something that you can do within the Abba Organic Farm. We are not just only looking at farming as one, but we are also looking at the marketing aspect. So we will also have people in the marketing area where we will be able to package things, export things, and you see, so you could find something within that area. thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Thank you for watching me from Boston. Thank you so much. You have also been one of my strong supporter behind the scene, and I would like to acknowledge your presence on the show. And I want to say thanks to all other Liberians who have been doing their best. You know, I sometimes I go into chat rooms and I just say hi. People say, "Oh, but we've been getting your video," and I know physically, I have not been the only person sharing this video. It has been resting upon you that have trusted this program to be able to share this video. So I appreciate you, and I know the entire team is appreciative. And so we know that we can do this together. I know there's not many people that believe in what we do, but we believe in what we do, and it will take us time, but the message will be heard, and the impact will be fed. Because I'm not going to back down, because I know this is right. In every success, you must be able to understand the impact, what you hope to achieve. And our hope is to deliver Liberia out of poverty. That is our goal. It is not about getting famous, it is not about getting money, but that deliverance part of it, that is our goal. And how we can do it is to be able to speak to those people and change that concept. And I believe that also can help our leaders to see that this is something that needs to be done. As far as we have come, with the many years that we have changed leadership, our struggle has always continued. We have had so many elections, but there is still no answer to the plight of what have been gone wrong. And we find the answer, brothers and sisters. The answer is for us to go back and rebuild through agriculture. Because agriculture gives room to everybody and anybody. Agriculture does not wait for you to have degree before you can be a part. That's the beauty of it. And agriculture also give you the opportunity, even if you have a degree, you can only boost your degree influence by also using agriculture. If you look around, everything is about to change. And lots of jobs are going to change. But one thing that will not change is the appetite to want to eat. All other things might change. We must have new industry that will bring new designs of clothes or shoes or whatever, hair or whatever. But one thing that I can assure every one of us today is that that desire to eat will never change. We must eat. And not even that we eat once, but we will have to eat more. So if we can understand that we need to eat, that means that everyone that lives has to eat. And focusing on agriculture will no way fall, but will also be able to help us. Why we have come this far in poverty is that we have not really understood the power of agriculture. But as we continue to carry out the awareness in our different towns and villages, we have seen the output of people with millions of videos that is about to come out from the Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, presence in different fields. This time around, we want to show you that Lofa County is where we're going to base this whole month of September is going to be the month of Lofa. So all of us Lofians, all of us Liberians, all of us international partners, all of us in every area, we want to say we are putting our strength in Lofa County. We are going to mount our wings in Lofa this month. while we move to Nima next month. So county by county, we are looking at. And because we want to do it to the best, we are going to keep our presence for the whole month. So where you are, get ready to listen to the Lothians to the highest. Get ready to engage with them. Tomorrow morning, we will be on the radio Banga at 8 a.m. You're going to also be listening to us here live. I'm going to be here live tomorrow morning as well. What we are continuing to do is to continue to get our people mind ready and set so that when we start the program, there is sufficient awareness. There's that gravity that will flow through the very community. We want to be able to go faster move and be able to tell you that the people of faster move today were able to produce the storms of rice. We don't want to go to faster move and say somebody, one person did 5 bags of cassava. No, we want to be speaking in the terms of tones. But we can only speak in those terms when we bear the role to that. And this is the role. And some of you here today watching me can be a part of this role. Let us be part of history. Many presidents have lived and died, but there are some that have lived and died, yet the legacy stays. It is not about the money being in the account, but the freedom that we gave. Today, let us be a part of liberation. Liberians worldwide, I know these are not normal kind of program like other programs are on Facebook and other things, but let us take the challenge today. Let us know that what we can do to help ourselves is the best thing we can leave behind in our legacy. We can have all of the money in our account. When we die, that money is still going to go. But if we can change somebody's life, that legacy is going to repeat. Oh, yes, after we gone. Nelson Mandela is still an icon, even in death. Not because Nelson Mandela had money in his account, or even Martin Luther King. Not because Martin Luther King knew people, no. But until today, he's been celebrated years after his death. Not for him being Martin Luther King, but because of his legacy of freedom, have led him become an icon. Be an icon, even if you are not recognized by society. Be that icon today as we stand with you. And I want you to please remember us in prayer because it's not easy. With no source of support, it's not an easy thing. But you know what? We believe that liberation comes with a cost. And that cost is for us to hold on. That faith is for us to carry it on and not give up. And I believe some of you there today will stand with us even to the end. And I know you are there with us. Let us keep on the prayer. Let us keep on the momentum. Let us make Liberia free of poverty by providing job opportunity. We can do it. And we are looking forward to do it. Right now, I'd like to welcome on board our country director who is here with me. And director, you are highly welcome. You can kindly introduce yourself um, on the show. Sorry, you are still muted, so we are not getting you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for this time. You know, we talk it and we will always discuss it because it's agriculture and our body represents benefit. So we looking at our country now and standpoint when it comes to development, when it comes to venturing agricultural sectors, we are actually behind, definitely. So to actually move ahead and address this food security in Liberia, we need to stand firm. We need to actually focus because for one side we are behind, but we have a very fertile source. Our land actually is rich, and I mean anything we plant on this ground, they always develop well. So it's all about for us looking at the picture you are what do we do? All the resources. Now, government is looking at that. They say, let us now, we shouldn't be sitting. But I think when we go back to the source, there's something working in the source that can fulfill all of us. So it's not to say, there's no job. I mean, why we get resource? No, I think now we say, well, there's no food and we're waiting for import rice before we get eat. We're waiting for import before we get eat. I mean, about Ghana from no. We can grow and be able to install a sensor outside. So this time around, we are not asking all of you in diaspora. As we starting, there's a battle. That's the only way we can have like security. And that's the only way we can be able to eliminate poverty if we can fight Ebola and keep Ebola from this country. And we also fight COVID-19. And now we are COVID free. Now, why do you think we can eliminate hunger? Hunger is developed diseases that affect people like in this country. But one good thing about it is a disease, but it can be fight. You can cure it, and you can remove it, but But it should be done with a good mindset. It should be done with the focus. It should be done with the support. So for our Ghana, we are there to make sure the individual farmers to get the of them to also understand the challenges that they are facing in growing their local food. And those challenges is that anything that we cannot support. So we have seen to our organic farm, like farmers union, so that we all can work together and have food on our table that people will live in peace and harmony. This year you said something that a group that you will come back home, you in the diaspora. So how will you come back home if you have the family here and then your family almost they are 100% dependent on you in the diaspora? How will you come back home? You know that if you come back home, I mean the family will be losing home, right? Not about from say the only way that you can come back home is you can live in agriculture that your people here will have food on a table and they will keep healthy and be happy to receive you when you come here. Because why? You have already set up the basis and build some foundation for them that they themselves can stay home and develop their lives. Then when you come in, you'll be nobody of you. But if you say you are not doing all of those things and you say coming back home, no, you can do $1 million, you'll go back very soon. Because they will hate on you. Because the family are in need here. They are starving on a daily basis, but function is let us engage in organic farming. This one, other organic farming, like Reformers Union, is at its doorstep of every Liberians in the diaspora and also within the country. We are, this is our organization that we can invite everybody to involve so that we can make our country better. So we encourage that we have to also produce our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director. And I'd like to say thanks to all of the team who has made it possible to be on the field. The field has been a very, very, very challenging area where people coming from different locations in our numbers. I will not just say, or you will see evidence by video that our people are gravitating in a mass level of them coming to join. But we need also all of the help and support to help these people produce for us all. Because if you can go to Liberia, you build your house in Liberia. Most of us in the diaspora, we are working, but almost 50 to 60% of our income goes to Liberia. What are you sending it monthly? You sending it yearly? Whatever way you're sending it, you are sending. And that means that you have something inside of you that made you to use your income to send it. And imagine if you have lived here in 15 years, you have worked, you send money back home, but you go back, you cannot even sleep in your own house in peace. Then you realize that all you have worked for have not met up to nothing. Why? Because no job. So whatever you carry, you have to share it. If your family are not coming, your friends are coming. If your friends are not coming, the community is behind you. If the community is not behind you, then it means that the people that are jobless will still be there to visit you. So there is no escape room. The best thing we can do for ourselves to face in the reality, to realize that yes, this has an impact that will affect us all, whether now or later. But we must start from somewhere. Look, South Africa did not just wake up one day and gain her liberation. It took lives, it took tears, it took pains, it took all the sorrows that you cannot even imagine. But you know what? They stood firm. They were convinced and they were persistent. And because of that, they were able to overcome. So all I'm saying as Liberians, let us not only see election as the only place that after election, everything going to happen. No. We must have strategies in place. We must have a plan, a liberation. And these are one of the key areas where as a Liberian, like I said, you do not need to have a high level of qualification before you can start. Be a part. Support us. Join us and share the ideas. And we can deliver our country. The way forward, thank you, Tita. The way forward is not only to sit down and expect everything that the leadership is going to handle it all. One of our weaknesses in Liberia is that all of us want empowerment through government. We do not look at the private life or the private business or private entity as one of the contributing factors that will build a nation. And we want people to start thinking now that we all do not have to run for candidate to represent different districts before we can impact those districts. Many of the time we believe the only way we can help our country is for them to make us a leader. We want to change that narrative because it have never worked. We have selected our sons, they fail us. Our brothers have failed us. Our mothers have failed us. So let us now invest in a different form. And that different form is to support those that have been consistent for what they're doing. Even though the potato greens, they are plenty, they are not getting sufficient income, but you can still see that commitment part. Every year, Liberians are farming. Even though they will make the farm, some of the rest will spoil, some of the bird will eat it, sometimes the grass will come and damage our food, but you will still see them doing it. Why? Because there's no way out. So if those people can do it years without income for years, think about it tonight. If there is sufficient support, whether we have consistent income, where businesses will be drawn to them and being able to enhance their family activity, think about it tonight and realize that indeed there will be an impact in the community. You know why? When you move from Maserado, everywhere else, there is no electricity because there is no impact in the community. Even in Maserado, people still struggle to have consistent electricity. So just imagine. But you know what would make us to have life and enjoy Liberia and enjoy everywhere, and people can live not only to live in Monrovia, but people can move into different locations is jobs. We that even in the diaspora, where we want to live is where we can be able to have jobs to sustain ourselves. So if these people, we have about 65% of Liberians heavily rely only on agriculture. So if we invest into agriculture, that means that the income of the 75% or 65% people will be able to enhance. But look at the equation. You are talking about more than 50% of the population rely on agriculture. Yet, there is no improvement. Why? Because we are not invested in it. So if that 50% plus or 60% plus or 75% have the opportunity to grow in their food and have a business area where they will sell, you know how much boost our economy is going to boost? Think that from today on. Just think about it in your mind and see if we have 60% of the economy that creates that job, that farmers will have income. You think we will be begging, say, our people hungry? You think people will be calling your phone 24 hours, even you to work and be complaining, no food today, oh, my children not get school fee? They can be able to pay their children's school fee because there is an income. While we are struggling the way we are struggling, even though we're working 7 hours here, we can still stay, is because we have so much commitment. But if we influence change by allowing our people to understand the value of what they set on and still cry of hunger, I think the impact will be endless. I think there will be no salary that will worth that. You know what it means? When you don't know what you have and somebody teach you, you will forever be grateful. And I think people has to learn to start being grateful now, because what we will do is to not just make you know that you have something that you can live on and your generations to come to live on, but besides, we can brighten your mind by giving you the income that will consistently build the security around you. You no more have to wait for somebody to come from Nigeria and bring you something and tell you something because you will already have it. You cannot give it up. How can we continuously become slaves in our own fields? Nobody is tying us. Nobody is enslaving us, but we are slaves. Even to our own economy, we remain slaves. When every one of us are only looking at one way as an opportunity, and the only way is to join to become to run for representative or to run for senator. If you even look at the listing of how many people running this election, it only tells you how much our mind focuses on. In big countries, people will have 2-3 candidates. In Liberia alone, my people, those are you that fighting the election process will just understand what I'm saying. We need to just educate people to know that it's not all that rests only on government. The private sector can build an economy. The private sector can influence more power in terms of income. Business in every country holds a serious strength of the economy. And agriculture is a business. Not only is a business for food, but it's a business of income, a consistent income. Because, like I said, we will change the hair that we wear today. I'm wearing this hair. Tomorrow, I can wear a different hair. But remember, I will have to eat every day. Even if I'm sick, I still deserve to eat. That's how important agriculture is. That no way we can be wrong. Because if you don't want to eat potato greens today, somebody won't eat potato greens. So there's no way we are going to go wrong. But we must desire to know that value on which we stay on. And it rests with us today. It's resting with all of us to think on what I'm just saying to us. Let us be able to open the avenue of change. Let us be able to grow ourselves in a different form. Let us be able to produce. Why would we be having a land that is big and importing chicken, my people? Chicken. We are still importing, and not only chicken. I'm talking about toasted chicken. Where today we go on Facebook, we are writing rest in peace. Oh, that thing just happened that they all go. How? No. Many of it contributes from the food that we eat. Many of the recipes that we, oh my God, hey guy, nothing happened to her. Therefore, he was just walking. This one, it is all. Most of it, when you go to study the death rate now, it tells you the impact of the thirsty food that is coming into Liberia. You want to tell me that chicken we can produce in Liberia for Liberians to eat? Why must we continue to send money to get toasted chicken? Who is the one that is really tasting that chicken that our market consumers are eating? Go to Red Light today. All the Lebanese stores are filled. The money that you don't have, if you go to Red Light, my brothers and sisters, you will see the Lebanese boys counting liberty, counting US like it's a date. The money that we Liberians don't have is the money that Lebanese have in there. Do you think the Lebanese man went to run for election? Or did you see the Lebanese man running campaign? Why does he have that income? It's true business. He didn't run for election, but he has the economy in his wallet. That's why your people that will run for election will end up going back to the Lebanese people to make friends. Because the Lebanese people have understood the power of the economy, my people. Let us wake up, Liberians. Let us wake up. You never see a Lebanese man passing around, asking people to vote for him. But this is a Lebanese man that can even sit in front of your Liberian brothers and sisters and tell them to leave the place. And they will have to leave because their whole economy is in the hands of them because they have understood the power. Oh, my brothers and sisters, let them wake up. They understood that it's not about election that makes you influential. It is not about the position that makes you influential. Western does. That's why Lebanese people are living in Liberia. Some of them were born in Liberia. You will not see them running after election and making you to wear their t-shirt to run and vote for them. No, you will not see them there. But the holes are huge. Power of your economy, my people. The holes. You see Lebanese men, the houses the Lebanese men live in is better than you that was born on the soil. Let us gain some wisdom here and there. We were born there. We live in slum. A living man that just came 2 days ago. He's living in an upstairs building. He has the economy in his hands. He has the boss man running to him. He has the number of your police director that protects him. How many Lebanese people that children have been killed in Liberia? How many Lebanese people that children have been, that home have been broken in Liberia? Only Liberians. How many Lebanese? How many Lebanese? The armed robbers have gone to the houses. How many Lebanese that have a store? I mean, these are people that have stores, but you never hear armed robbers go to them. They have stores. You never hear they kill Lebanese men in Liberia. What bodies that we see that Liberian people body? Poor Liberians that are body that we find. What do you think happening? You think it's a mistake? You think it's a mistake? The people have understood the power of the economy, my people. Let us gravitate to reality. Fiction has to go away now. It is now time to understand that we must be able to address our plight in a different form. All of our brothers and sisters are only running for election. Only running for election campaign. That's their own. That's their strength to run for campaign. But the Lebanese man does not run for campaign. But he sits in his store and controls the economy. That's why other people can stay and cook food and offer you Liberians to come. The strangers are the ones that are serving us food. And then we do video live. And we are happy and boastful. Are we making any change? Look, if you have never slept and wake up to reality, I want us to think on few of them. And maybe the entire message might not be for you all, but it may be for somebody who have sat down and think and understood why the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is so committed to this liberation. And I believe a lot of Liberians will understand what I'm saying today. I think a lot of Liberians will see things from a different perspective. We live from here, we buy things from Lebanese people. We buy, what are they? No, y'all go to the Lebanese shop. Do you think the Lebanese are running campaign? They are basic, searching for what we need, finding needs for what we need, and providing it. And those things that we need are the one that we're paying for. And this is Liberia. If we also will need food and we actually invest into food, that means we can then be able to hold the economy. Until then, the economy lies in the hands of foreigners. That's why we beg for bread so much. That's why we continue to wait for income investors to come to Liberia. Yet we waited for years for investors for the past 6 years, 4 years, 3 years. We have not yet seen the investor because we now have to become investors. As we go December, I will pray to go to schools to see if I can be able to talk to teachers, that they will be able to speak this little thing that I know much, but a little into the very classrooms, that we don't all have to think that it's only to represent the community. It's the strength that make you a better Liberian. I think the strength of becoming a better Liberian is the strength to believe in change, in influence that change. Even if there is one person that will listen, let it be. But be convicted to what you stand for. And as I say to you, we will continue to rise and speak about these things. We will continue to commit to our people worldwide that this is what we have been missing for decades. We fought war, we still didn't get the answer. We killed one another, we didn't get the answer. This is actually the answer. Look, if we can do this, Liberia, I guarantee you, in 1 year, 2 years' time, if we don't come back with a sunshiny economy, we don't come back to tell you how many tons and how many income that we receive from those tons, then the mathematicians are fakers. Or those countries that develop today through the power of economic building, using agriculture as an industry that they use. If those countries didn't come out to that, then we call this a failure. But if they have used that man, that path, and they deploy those strategies right now, as we speak, Nigeria is not even in thousands no more. They are in millions just from food exportation. How much the economy gain? If we can have those things, I think we can have a better Liberia. Until that, we will only be promising. Look, we cannot sit down and complain and do nothing. I think it is now time that we do something. And after this election, all of you that are living from the diaspora going to Liberia, I want you to please join this team, because your little voice may not sound strong to you, but it has a power of influence when you speak to your people. We will be going from counties to counties. So we will want you, if you volunteer and you think this is your own, this is something you have passion for, because there's no money in there. There's no income there. But we are looking for passionate Liberians. We are looking for passionate people. We are also looking for these volunteers that wants to impact the world through knowledge, because knowledge is power. I want you to just dial our WhatsApp number. They are on stream. Our email there is also an email on stream. And you can also find us on the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers U. Follow our homepage, and we are going to be there. Tomorrow, once more, we will be in Bone County live, 8 a.m. So if you have your partner, family, or whatever in Liberia, and you want them to listen to the program, you can also ask them to listen to Radio Banga. Besides, it's going to be live on this channel, on this platform, as well as other platforms. So you can just click the follow button tonight and follow us whenever we are live. And every information you need, we will be able to give that to you. Until then, this is how we like to draw the curtain to tonight's edition. And it's been great being with you. And I hope this program was educative to you. And so just before I will leave, I will now give credence to my honorable director who is here to just give his final um, word to us while we depart this broadcast. Director, you are highly welcome.
Yes, thank you very much again. Yeah, I take this time to to talk to our people, uh, to inform our farmers, and also great supporters outside there that we are 100% in agriculture, and we care about our farmers, we care about our citizens, we care about our country, because we believe that with agriculture, our country will develop. When the farmers' income increases, you observe that uh, there can be greater opportunity for employment outside of the farming sectors. Because when the farmer produce, they are going to sell it, and people are going to buy it, and also employ other people to also be able to market it. So that curve, that curve exists within the agricultural sectors, and greater opportunity for employment, and greater opportunity for eradicating poverty. Because poverty is anchored with hunger. When a man is hungry, he cannot afford to buy a coverage to eat. He is poor. He is poor. And once you are not eating, you will never think better. But we have seen Liberia, as we stand for our nation, and we stand together with our people. We should also stand for agriculture, because it's the only way we can have healthy life among the growing population. We encourage all of you.
Oh, I don't know why your phone voice gone low. Hello? All right. I believe there's a problem with the internet. Yeah, it's gone off now. And tomorrow, like I said, we are going to be live again in Boone County. So we want you to kind of inform all of your friends, partners of the nation, and to Africa as a whole, to all of my brothers in Nigeria, in Ghana, in brothers and sisters worldwide. I would not say one country because it is a worldwide thing. And you are behind the scenes supporting me in different countries. I've been receiving a lot of support from other countries, and I want to say I deeply appreciate it. And we have to stand together. Whether you are in the east of Africa, you are in the north of Africa, we believe Africa has a lot of potential, and we all have to work together. So again, we appreciate you, farmers in different part of Africa. We also appreciate you on this platform, and we are looking forward for united Africa. We are looking forward for united Africa. So again, from the heart of the UK to the great people of Liberia and to all of us worldwide, we like to say a massive thanks for making us your priorities tonight, to listening to us and sharing us our message. God bless you. We be here tomorrow, 8 a.m. Yeah. And that's going to be 9 a.m. UK time. So let us stand together and let us eradicate poverty and let us strengthen our economy and let us be able to become a society building blocks for a better and equipped Africa. God bless you. Your host has been Madam Abba A. Anasi. With all great pleasure, we say good night to you.
Fellow Liberians, as we all have entered this year 2023, we have to stand strong in building our country's economy. In doing this, we need to focus on agriculture by going back to the soil, which will help us grow our food, that will help us sustain ourselves. It is often said, and I quote, there's only one thing that can bring our country down and also has the potential of giving our country its bright color. Our dependence on foreign countries for food and energy have led us to be spectators of our country's economy, knowing that agriculture is the backbone of our country's economy. Fellow citizens, I argue you all join the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union every Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Africa 24 Online TV with their host, Ma Abba A. Anderson, the CEO and founder of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. For our live educative section under the topic, let's educate our farmers.
Again, I really want to say thanks to all of you who have sent your love in. I like to say thanks to Franklin. I like to say thanks to Mr. Carnan, and like to say thanks to Mr. Colley. Tita, we say thank you. James, we say thank you. Augustine, we say thank you. And Massacre, we say thank you, and the list go endless. All right. So if I have not called your name, please bear in mind that we respect your love for us and your support. Again, with all our great pleasure, we want to say thanks for being a part and good night for now. Bye bye.